Hey guys, welcome to the first video in my second YouTube series where I will be teaching you guys how to program in Python. This series was essentially inspired by, I want to say my last series, but it's a bit deeper than that. My Discord bot series was programmed in Python, and inside of my help server, I noticed people were coming in and not having what I want to say are the knowledge of the basics. That came out kind of weird. They didn't fully understand the basics of Python, and therefore were having some problems writing their code, which is fine. I mean, we all have to start somewhere, but for those of you guys who started with your Discord bots, you guys were probably a little bit confused. So this series will probably help you out a little bit with that. You'll actually understand what the code is doing more than just saying, oh, you write this here and copy and paste it. But for those of you who are just watching this video and have not seen my other series, this series is not meant to, I guess, supplement the Discord series. So don't worry about any of that. Everything is going to be from scratch. So if you don't know anything about Python, these videos should still be useful to you. So anyways, all we're going to do in this video is install Python. And I'm just going to drag over this window here. So we're on the website www.python.org. Link's going to be in the description, and this is essentially the home page for Python. So what we're going to want to do is we're going to want to hover over downloads here, and as you can see, it says download for Windows. I'd imagine this is slightly different for those of you on Mac OS, for example, just something other than Windows. But for Windows users, it should look like something like this. And we're going to download and install the latest version of Python, which is currently Python 3.7. The latest version should always be the one showing up right here. If you want to download a previous version, for example, if Python 3.7.2 comes out, I don't know if that'll even be it, and you want to use Python 3.7.1 just for the sake of the tutorials or just for some other purpose, you can view the full list of downloads right here. Anyway, so we're going to be using Python 3.7.1. So we're just going to hit download, or we're just going to click on it, and it's now downloaded the installer. So we're going to run that. Now, so we're installing Python 3.7.1, and before we hit install now or even customize the installation, we're not going to do that in this video, but we want to add Python 3.7 to path, and this is very important. So by checking this, essentially what it does is it adds Python to our environment variables, specifically the path variable. And this will allow us to run Python in our command prompt, and it'll just sort of enable a bit more functionality and prevent a couple more errors that you would have possibly come across had you not done this. Just trust me, it's a great thing to do, and it's very important. We're not going to be customizing anything. If you do know what you're doing, you can, but if you're watching this video and you don't know anything about Python, just to play it safe, just hit install now. No harm, right? You can always go back, uninstall it, modify it, whatever. But we're just going to let that finish downloading, and it should be finishing up soon. Almost there. Add to path, perfect. Setup was successful. So we're just going to close it. Excuse me. Anyways, so now we have Python installed on our computer. We've installed a couple other things with it. I'm actually going to close this down, and we're going to open up one of those things. So probably the most important thing for the beginner Python user that we've just installed is idle. And idle is an IDE where you can program your Python in. You know, put your code in, run it, things like that. So I'm just going to go to my start menu, type in IDLE, just like that. And as you can see here, Python 3.7. Just ignore the Python 3.6. That's just the version that I had previous to this. So we're just going to run idle 3.7, and boom. This is the Python shell, I guess you could say. You can run Python code here line by line. Like, for example, I could just do print, and then inside of it, just hello world, run it, right? It's running Python code, and I just do it line by line in the shell. So this isn't particularly useful. I mean, it is. Don't get me wrong. This is, sorry, let me restart. This is useful, but this isn't where you're going to be using, this isn't where you're going to be typing up majority of your Python code. This is good for testing things out, I mean, I'm sure there are other uses that I personally don't use them for, but for me, this is where I like to type up quick lines of code, double checking what different functions do, but we'll get into all of that in later videos. But for now, all you have to know is this is the shell. You can run lines of code, little blocks of code, things like that, and it just runs one at a time. Now, if you wanted to create your own Python file where you could type out multiple lines of code and run it all at once, just go to File, New File, and boom, you now have a blank file where you can type up all of your Python code, and then when you're done, you save it and you hit run, and it'll run. We obviously have nothing here, nothing's going to happen if we were to run it. But that's essentially it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, leave a like, comment, subscribe. I don't know what else there is to do on YouTube. I haven't made a video in a while, so trying to get back into this. And this series, I mean, it's something new. I'll be able to actually put out videos, right? Because there's content here. I don't have to constantly think for it. I can just teach what I already know. And yeah, that's essentially it. So leave any comments for things you want to learn just in future videos, whether it be related to the Python series or even the Discord series, because anything helps. Ideas, ideas, ideas. And again, if you liked it, leave a like. Really helps. Really motivates me to make more videos. But that's it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you later. Bye.